Good morning everyone, this is Mamaki and today we'll be let's playing some Mass Effect. Before we get started, a few things. It's going to be quite a slow let's play I think, because I love exploring and talking to people, and maybe I'm even going to read some of the codex entries, depending on my mood. So if you're not into things like that, it's not a place for you. Everyone else, welcome aboard. I'm going to play as a Sentinel, mostly Paragon, but I'm going to choose Renegade options whenever I think it's appropriate. So I'm not strictly bound by one or the other. Okay then, let's get started. And get the show on the road, so to speak. Wise flaps. Slowing down again.
Welcome to Alliance Military Database. Classified information requested. Establishing secure connection. Secure connection confirmed.
New ID, of course.
Please log in to access your profile.
And, of course, my name.
Warning, data corruption detected.
Oh no.
Please reconstruct profile.
That speaks badly after military if they lose important data like personnel files. But
Confirm pre-service history.
oh well. Okay, you have 3 histories depending on you get either easier Paragon or Renegade points, and you get different quests depending on which of the backgrounds you choose. Okay, Spacer. Both of your parents were in the Alliance military. Your childhood was spent on ships and stations as they transferred from posting to posting, never staying in one location for more than a few years. Following in your parents' footsteps, you enlisted at the age of 18. That's, of course, kind of the Paragon choice, meaning you get Paragon points easier if you choose that background. And as a Spacer, you meet one of your parents' acquaintances and you even talk to your mother. Colonist. You were born and raised on Mindor, a small border colony in the Attican Traverse. That name you will hear later on again, Attican Traverse. When you were 16, slavers raided Mindor, slaughtering your family and friends. You were saved by a passing Alliance patrol, and you enlisted with the military a few years later. That's kind of the neutral choice, and you meet a girl that was captured and enslaved back then when your family and friends were killed. Earthborn. You were an orphan raised on the streets of the great megatropolis covering Earth, meaning that Earth is one big city. That doesn't sound quite appealing to me. You escaped the life of petty crime and underworld gangs by enlisting with the Alliance military when you turned 18. That's of course the Renegade choice, and you meet a former gang member if you choose that background. We are going Colonist.
Confirm psychological profile.
Here's the same thing, depending on your psychological background you earn Renegade or Paragon points easier. So Survivor, during your service, a mission you were on went horribly wrong. Trapped in an extreme survival situation, you had to overcome physical torment and psychological distresses that would have broken most people. You survived while all those around you fell, and now you alone are left to tell the tale. It's a treasure map. That killed the whole unit as far as I know. So that's kind of the neutral choice. War hero. Early in your military career, you found yourself facing an overwhelming enemy force. You risked your own life to save your fellow soldiers and defeat the enemy despite the impossible odds. Your bravery and heroism have earned you medals and recognition from the Alliance fleet. That's of course the Paragon. away and ruthless. Throughout your military career, you have held fast to one basic rule: get the job done. You've been called cold, calculating and brutal. Your reputation for ruthless efficiency makes your fellow soldiers wary of you. But when failure is not an option, the military always goes to you first. That's of course for the renegade side. We're going with the survivor. Because as I said, we're going to be more or less neutral, leaning toward Paragon.
Confirm military specialization.
Okay, here you can choose how you play the game, which playstyle. Soldier. Soldier are combat specialists, ideal for the front lines of a firefight. Soldiers get improved health, can train in the use of all weapon types, start with the ability to use medium armor and can specialize in heavy armor. So that's your basic fighter. Engineer. Engineers are tech specialists. Using the holographic Omni tool, they can decrypt security systems, repair or modify technical equipment, disrupt enemy weapons or shields, and heal their squad. Engineers can only use light armor and can only receive weapons training with pistols. So that's your basic thief. Adepts. Adepts are biotic specialists. Throughout upgradable implants, they can use biotic powers to lift or throw objects, shield the squad, and disable or destroy enemies. Adepts can only use light armor and can only receive weapons training with pistols. So that's your basic mage. Infiltrator. Infiltrator combine combat and tech abilities to specialize in killing or disabling enemies in long range. That's why they have a sniper rifle. Infiltrators are trained to use omnitools, focusing on decryption and defensive abilities rather than healing. They can use pistols or sniper rifles and medium armor, so that's a mixture between warrior and thief, so to speak. Sentinel, that is what we're going to be. Sentinels combine biotic and tech abilities. Typically, they use biotic abilities and advanced healing skills to defend allies, so they can also disrupt opponents with biotic or tech attacks. They are more efficient at tech and biotics than other classes, but at the expense of combat. Sentinels can only use light armor and receive no advanced weapons training. Sounds bad, but it isn't. In this game, yes, you need pistol and you can use the pistol. You can only use light armor, but who cares, because you have what it's called shield boost and barrier to compensate, so it isn't actually that bad. And in Mass Effect 2 you have only your weapons for cases of emergency, because you mostly use your powers there. In Mass Effect 1 it's not that efficient. Okay, last but not least, the Vanguard. Vanguards are biotic warriors. They combine biotics and weapons to take down opponents and are especially deadly at short range. They use pistols and shotguns and specialized in medium armor. They are more or less battle mages, to say it with Oblivion terms. So, we Sentinel, of course.
Confirm facial identification.
Yeah, she needs a little bit help. Facial. Skin tone. Complexion. Scar. Do we have a nice scar? Ah, this one. Eyes. These eyes, and I want green eyes because my eyes are green as well. And yes, that's the only resemblance. Do a little bit more cheek bones. How does it look? Yeah. Look at me again, please. Thank you. Small ears. And she's squishy. Mouth is okay. Nose is okay as well, I think. Hair needs some doing. First of all, hair color. Not a redhead again. Yes, but long hair. I like long hair. Browns, they have to be black as well. Makeup. Every woman needs makeup. Not that I use a lot of it myself, quite the opposite, but I like painting my characters. Okay, black. As a tribute to my city, Leipzig, and the Gothics they live here. Okay, I think we are done.
Profile reconstruction complete.
Yes, thank you. Confirm.
Identification confirmed.
Yeah, play on normal because I don't want to go to an ordeal, and normal is quite a nice difficulty if you want a smooth run through. Auto level off because I like to level up my squad members. Target assist normal, that's fine. Squad power use, yeah, they're supposed to use their powers whenever there is a possibility. Accept. So, let's see what lies ahead of us. Probably trouble, like always in games like this.
Well, what about Shepard? She grew up in the colonies.
She knows how tough life can be out there. Her parents were killed when slavers attacked Mindwar.
She saw her whole unit die on a cruise. She could have some serious emotional scars.
Every soldier has scars. Shepard's a survivor.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
I'll make the call.
Yeah, they call it the greatest discovery in human history. The civilizations of the galaxy call it. What do they call it? Of course, Mass Effect.
The Arcturus Prime relay is in range. Initiating transmission sequence.
Commander?
We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination. The relay is hot, acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit. The board is green. Approach run has begun.
And
Hitting the relay in 3, 2, 1.
and off we go.
Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment. So you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead. So that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
They don't send Spectres on shakedown runs.
So there's more going on here than the captain's letting on.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance Brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
I'm on my way.
Is it me or does the Captain always sound a little pissed off?
Only when he's talking to you, Joker.